are pioneers and trailblazers. We fight for freedom. We transform our dreams into the truth. Our struggles will become a nation.
World War II was an extremely influential time period. It established the U.S. as a world power and directly led to the Cold War. It also helped get the U.S. out of the Great Depression by creating jobs to produce wartime materials. It unfortunately caused the death of millions of people worldwide, although it did lead to our largest generation, the baby boomers.
Planes. We're being bombed! We're being bombed! Get up! Get up! Jesus Christ. Another dumb drill. Son of a...
I'm fearless. I don't complain. Even when horrible things happen to me, I go on just like the people who fought in the Yaya British Army. America is full of hardworking people. It's just amazing how hard work led to a revolution that extended beyond the North American country. It not only gained independence for the Americas, but it inspired the concept of natural rights and democracy throughout the Western world, including my Colombia.
I mean, the Civil War was pretty important because it was the first time someone actually tried to leave the country. Like, the South wanted to leave, but the North wouldn't let them. What's up with that? I mean, the South did have slaves, and the North was like, South, stop trying to make slaves happen. It's not going to happen. And the South was like, North, why are you so obsessed with me? Anyways, after that, things just got weird and totally awkward, even till this day. But I mean, I guess they are still friends. So everything changed after that, like the role of African Americans in society and how the federal government operates and stuff. It's pretty sad to hear about how many people died, but I mean, that's the result of trying to get what you want. Whatever though. Let's go shopping.
Be the one to ask for peace. The situation's very simple. The Yankees can't fight and we can.
You're right. It won't even be a battle, that's what I think. They'll just turn and run every time.
One Southerner can lick 20 Yankees.
Why, we'll finish him in one battle. Gentlemen can always fight better than rattle.
Yes, gentlemen always fight better than rabble.
And what does the captain of our troop say?
Well, gentlemen, if Georgia fights, I go with her. But like my father, I hope that the Yankees will let us leave the Union in peace.
But Ashley...
But Ashley, they've insulted us. You can't mean you don't want war.
Most of the miseries of the world were caused by wars. And when the wars were over, no one ever knew what they were about.
Why, actually, if it wasn't... No, gentlemen. Mr. Butler's been up north, I hear. Don't you agree with us, Mr. Butler?
I think it's hard winning a war with words, gentlemen.
What do you mean, sir?
I mean, Mr. Hamilton, there's not a cannon factory in the whole South.
What difference does that make, sir, to a gentleman?
I'm afraid it's going to make a great deal of difference to a great many gentlemen, sir.
Are you hinting, Mr. Butler, that the Yankees can lick us?
No, I'm not hinting. I'm saying very plainly that the Yankees are better equipped than we. They've got factories, shipyards, coal mines, and a fleet to bottle up our harbors and starve us to death. All we've got is cotton and slaves and arrogance.
Every time you pull out your phone to scroll through your latest Twitter feed or pull out your laptop to watch the latest Netflix series you're obsessed with, you owe all to NASA and the Apollo program. The Apollo program was a series of missions designed to land a man on the moon and return him back to Earth safely. Neil Armstrong was successful in the Apollo 11 mission and became the first man on the moon. It led to several advances in science and technology and is one of the main reasons we have all of our gadgets and gizmos today.
2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff. 33 minutes past the hour. Liftoff on Apollo 11. 30 feet down, 2.5. Picking up some dust. 30 feet, 2.5 down. Take shadow. 4 forward. 4 forward. Drift into the right a little. 1.5. Contact light. Okay, engine stop. Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed. Roger, Tranquility. We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue. We're breathing again. Thanks a lot. Okay, Neil, we can see you coming down the ladder now. I'm at the foot of the ladder. The 11-foot beds are only impressed in the surface about 1 or 2 inches. I'm going to step off the limb now. It's 1 small step for man, 1 giant leap for mankind.
Could you imagine being poor? Oh my god, awful, right? The Great Depression changed the economy of the United States forever, and it was the first time we had absolutely no money. We were flat out broke, not hot. But I mean, hey, at least it contributed to the future protection of American citizens. Because of this one hard time, the New Deal came out helping the people and expanding the government's role in the United States. Like, an expanded government is never a bad thing, right?
And I ain't got no home in this world anymore. My brothers and my sisters are stranded on this road, a hot and dusty road that 1,000,000 feet have trod. Rich man took my home and drove me from my door, and I ain't got no home in this world anymore. Was a farming on the shares, and always I was poor. My crops I lay into the banker's store. My wife took down and died up on the cabin floor, and I ain't got no home in this world.
It isn't history that makes heroes, it's heroes that make history. Oh, I like that! Write it down for my new song! Anyways, the civil rights movement was a generation of fearless people that changed the world. They had the courage to speak now and rise up against oppression. This impacted the world by creating a new society of people that eliminated a racial divide and allowed equality and justice for all. I commend them for shaking off the haters and watching sparks fly as white and black came together as one. As I always say, it's never simple, it's never easy, but sometimes it takes a certain thought to change eternity.
showing me the way, but I know where I've been. There's a cry in the distance. It's a voice that comes from deep within. There's a cry asking why. I pray the answer's up ahead, 'cause I know where I've been. There's a road we've been traveling, lost so many on the way, but the riches
Miley!
Sorry, man. Prohibition hit the United States like a wrecking ball in the 1920s. All we wanted was to have a giant party in the USA after World War I. The people couldn't be stopped as the process of selling liquor ran through the black markets. Prohibition was significant because it dramatically increased crime rates as gangster generations began to rise. I mean, nobody's perfect, but these guys were scary, man. Like carrying around guns and stuff, I think that everybody just needed a chill pill. An era of flappers also resulted in man they could not be tamed. Respect, man, respect. However, shortly after the prohibition of alcohol, it was overturned by the 21st Amendment. I guess you could say it was the best of both worlds. After that, as things began to return back to normal, prohibition really just changed the social aspect of the U.S., but man, am I thankful for that, if you know what I mean.
Oh, you penniless panty waste.
The Industrial Revolution drastically changed society from a traditional agrarian and feudal system to an industrialized capitalist system, with social classes based on money earned. Society became highly industrialized with mass production to meet large demand of a growing population, which would give rise to new ideologies such as imperialism, nationalism, communism, and classical liberalism.
Put your name on that list. If you can't write, make an X and get in line behind them. Hold on there.
No, please,
If that needle breaks, it comes out of your pay. Quiet! Ah, look, that needle broke.
Now let's see what you've done.
Go on, get him out of here.
Come on out here and we'll have a look at it. Hold it tight now. Hold it tight.
The Vietnam War was the last drop in the cup of America's patience. We were all supposed to be in this together, but instead it ultimately divided America more. It was the start of something new as the different opinions led to a counterculture in America. The status quo was changed and the era of hippies was in full swing. Hippies? When's Coachella?
9/11 is remembered as one of the darkest times in American history. Because of the destruction of the Twin Towers, thousands of people lost their lives because of the effects of terrorism. The sudden infringement of behavior led to higher security in all public places. New acts, such as the Patriot Act, were passed, increasing government control with privacy.